Hello everyone. This is class 38 on subject income tax 2. In today's class we are going to solve one question paper problem which was appeared in year 2015 under Rani Channamma University under section C. The question is, from the following information submitted by Mr. Akshay Kumar, compute the deduction for the assessment year 2021. Though this problem was appeared in the year 2015, but for us the assessment year is 2021, so we are taking assessment year as 2021 only. Number 1, gross salary 5,40,000. Second, repayment of housing loan from SBI for construction of house completed in year 2013-14, principal amount rupees 35,000 and interest rupees 65,000. Royalty on fixed deposit of 40,000 and expenses of manuscript rupees 10,000. Next, interest on fixed deposit of rupees 25,000 for 5 years in Canara Bank rupees 2,000. Rupees 7,000 premium on life insurance on his own life, and the policy amount is rupees 25,000 taken in year 2010. Life insurance policy on life of his wife rupees 3,000. Equal contribution of his and his employer to recognized provident fund is rupees 10,000 each. Contribution to unit linked insurance plan rupees 15,000. Subscription to units of mutual fund which is notified rupees 20,000. Amount paid for education of his children for higher education. He has 3 children, Anil, Sunil and Vimal. He has paid educational fees for Anil rupees 20,000, Sunil 25,000, of which 10,000 as donation. Vimal rupees 20,000. Next is contribution to National Pension Scheme is rupees 50,000. So with this information, we are asked to compute deduction from section 80C to 80 CCD subsection 1B of Mr. Akshay Kumar for the assessment year 2021. Before we solve this sum, I request all the students to note down this sum and then see the solution. Let us start solving this sum. We have to prepare total 2 columns. One is particulars and one is amount column. We are asked to find out only the deductions that are applicable. So first point given to us in the sum is gross salary. We are not considering gross salary. We are just going on seeing the expenses, amount deposited or invested, which can be used to calculate deduction under section 80C to 80 CCD subsection 1B. If we are asked to find out the income, then we have to take this gross salary. But we are not asked to find out the income, net income, but we are asked to find out deduction under section 80C to 80 CCD subsection 1B. What comes first? When we are solving the sum, first point comes is any amount that is contributed in recognized provident fund or statutory provident fund, public provident fund, superannuation fund, etc. So though we are given in the question first point as repayment of housing loan, but when we are solving the sum, first we have to consider the contributions made in provident funds, then LIC, and the sequence wise we have to solve the sum as we have learned the rules for the same. You will not solve it as the sum given, but we will solve it as the rules say. So first point that we take is contribution in recognized provident fund. So you all can take first one, contribution to recognized provident fund. This contribution to recognized provident fund is, just check out which point it is in the sum. So we have to take that contribution in recognized provident fund is 7th point in the sum, and same amount is contributed by employer, but we just have to take the contribution made by employee only and not by the employer. So contribution made by employee is 20,000. Coming to next. Now we have to see if any life insurance policy is taken. Yes, life insurance policy is taken by the assessee. So we have to take life insurance policy taken on own life and then on the life of the wife. So second one, life insurance policy on own life. Let us just read the condition that is given. Life insurance policy on, just a minute, rupees 7,000 premium paid on life insurance policy on his own life. Policy amount is 25,000 taken in the year 2010. When the policy is taken in the year 2010, what is the percentage that is applicable? It is 20%. We have studied rules in the previous class. That is, if the policy is taken before 2012, 1st April 2012, then 20% is the applicable deduction on the policy amount. And if the life insurance policy is taken after 1st April 2012, then applicable percentage is 10. Now this life insurance policy is taken in the year 2010. We can mention here in the year 2010, therefore 10%. In bracket we can show it 10%, 20% of policy amount comes to 5,000, or the premium paid is rupees 7,000, whichever is less. So what is the amount that we are taking to amount column? It is 5,000 rupees. Coming to next, third point is life insurance premium on life of wife. What is the amount of premium paid on life of wife? That is, life insurance premium on life of his wife is 3,000 rupees. Now you can see here, policy amount is not given to us, but we are given directly the premium paid amount. When you are not given policy amount, you cannot find 10% or 20%. So directly we have to take premium amount at that time. Comparison is done only when you are given policy amount also and also premium amount. When you are given only premium paid, we just have to take premium paid by the assessee on life of the wife. Coming to next point, fourth one, that is contribution to unit linked insurance plan. Contribution to unit linked insurance plan, and the amount of contribution made by the assessee is 15,000. So we will take 15,000 to amount column. Coming to next, subscription to units of mutual fund. Subscription to units of mutual fund, and the subscription done to units of mutual fund is of rupees 20,000, which is notified, so we take 20,000. Coming to next, principal amount of housing loan paid. In the sum, we are given both payment of housing loan. Read out second point in the sum. Payment of housing loan from State Bank of India for construction of house which is completed in year 13-14. Principal amount is rupees 35,000 and the interest is 65,000. Here under section 80C we do not take the interest paid. we take only the principal amount of housing loan which is paid in the bank. So, principal amount of housing loan, only principal amount is 35,000. Interest is 65,000, but we are not taking interest. Coming to next, tuition fees of 2 children. Tuition fees of children. Here in the sum, here you can see he has paid tuition fee of Anil, Sunil and Vimal. But whenever you are taking tuition fees paid for children, we have seen the rules in the previous classes when we have studied theoretical concepts. If an assessee pays tuition fees of children, we have to remember certain points or rules. One is tuition fees paid in school, colleges and universities is taken for deduction under section 80C. Tuition fees for any 2 children is eligible for deduction. Here he has paid tuition fees of 3 children. Out of that, Anil is 20,000, Sunil tuition fee is 25,000. Out of that, 10,000 as donation, means tuition fees is only 15,000 and Vimal's tuition fees is only 20,000. So, when we are taking it, while solving or applying deductions, we have to consider it from the point of view of assessee. That means if we take Anil and Vimal's, the tax liability of the assessee comes down and post-tax income increases. That is the reason Anil's is 20,000, Sunil's is only 15,000 because 10,000 is as donation. Vimal's is 20,000. So highest amount are Anil and Vimal. So we will take here Anil's 20,000 and Vimal 20,000. So the amount that we take to amount column is 40,000. I hope you have understood this. Next is interest on fixed deposit in Canara Bank. Interest on fixed deposit in Canara Bank we are given amount here as 25,000. Just check whether we are done with all the points. Repayment of housing loan is done. Next is royalty paid. See here, royalty gross income is 40,000. Expenses of manuscript is 10,000 rupees. This is deductible under other sources. It will not come under section 80C. It will be deducted under income from other sources. Therefore, this manuscript expenses of 10,000 rupees will not be considered in solving this sum. Then interest on fixed deposit, 25,000 from Canara Bank is taken. Then next is life insurance premium on own life is done. Life insurance premium on wife's life is done. Contribution in recognized provident fund is done. Contribution in ULIP is done. Then subscription to units of mutual fund is taken in the sum. Then tuition fees paid of any 2 children is taken. We have taken Anil and Sunil. Anil and Vimal because Sunil, though the amount is highest, but it includes donation. So after deducting donation, we get 15,000. So as we have to consider tuition fees paid for any 2 children, we have taken Anil and Vimal, which are highest, 20,000 rupees. Then contribution to National Pension Scheme, this will come at the end. That is, it will come under section 80 CCD subsection 1B. So let us just total these amounts first. Next line, we have to write qualifying amount of deduction. Qualifying deduction, qualifying deduction, add all. Before we total it, just make a small correction. Contribution in recognized provident fund is amounted to rupees 10,000. So take 10,000 rupees and the total comes to 1,53,000. I hope it is clear. Contribution to unrecognized provident fund, I had taken it by mistake 20,000. Make the correction, it is 10,000 each. So we have to take only contribution made by employee. So the qualifying amount of deduction is 1,53,000, but we can take only the amount, either the qualifying amount of deduction or the maximum limit of deduction under section 80C, whichever is less. So maximum limit of deduction, maximum limit is 1,50,000. Take down on the next line, 1,50,000. This or maximum limit, whichever is less. So in next line, we are taking deduction under section 80C. Deduction under section 80C comes to 1,50,000. Now we can claim this additional deduction, that is contribution to National Pension Scheme. Contribution to National Pension Scheme under section 80 CCD subsection 1B. Subsection 1B, this amount comes to rupees 50,000. So we are taking rupees 50,000 here. Now total deduction is total deduction 1,50,000 under section 80C, including contribution under section 80C CCD subsection 1B 50,000. The total deduction comes to rupees 2 lakh. I hope you have understood this sum. This was appeared in question paper in the year 2015 for 15 marks under section C. Next class we will be solving deductions under different sections, and then we will start with the important section from the exam point of view, that is deduction under section 80G, which is donation.